Oh my goodness, I could hardly wait to keep reading. Do you remember the last time I read The Witches? What happened? It was horrible. There was a smell of burning meat. I think one of the witches got fried by the Grand High Witch. She's horrible. There's a picture. She's really ugly too. Do you like my wig? Oh, I forgot my gloves. You know, it might be good if you wore a wig and gloves too and get into the spirit of this. Do you have a wig or gloves? Here we go. Hide my curvy claws. A smell of burning meat filled the room. Nobody moved. Like me, they were all watching the smoke. And when it had cleared away, the chair was empty. I caught a glimpse of something wispy white, like a little cloud fluttering upwards and disappearing out of the window. A great sigh rose up from the audience. The Grand High Witch glared around the room. I hope nobody else is going to make me cross today, she remarked. There was a deathly silence. Frizzled like a fritter, said the Grand High Witch. Cooked like a carrot. You will never see her again. Now we can get down to business. Ooh, there's a picture of the bald witches looking at the empty chair. Looks like there's a little bit of dust on the chair. Not much left. Poor witchy. Formula 86 Delayed Action Mouse Maker. Children are revolting, screamed the Grand High Witch. We will wipe them away. We will scrub them off the face of the earth. We will flush them down the drain. Yes, yes, chanted the audience. Wipe them away. Scrub them off the earth. Flush them down the drain. Children are foul and filthy, thundered the Grand High Witch. They are! They are! Chorused the English witches. They are foul and filthy! Children are dirty and stinky, screamed the Grand High Witch. Dirty and stinky, cried the audience, getting more and more worked up. Children are smelling of dogs' droppings, screeched the Grand High Witch. Pooh! Cried the audience. Pooh! 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 They are worse than dogs' droppings, screeched the Grand High Witch. Dogs' droppings is smelling like violets and primroses compared with children. Violets and primroses, chanted the audience. They were clapping and cheering almost every word spoken from the platform. The speaker seemed to have them completely under her spell. To talk about children is making me sick, screamed the Grand High Witch. I am feeling sick even thinking about them. Fetch me a basin. The Grand High Witch paused and glared at the mass of eager faces in the audience. They waited, wanting more. So now, barked the Grand High Witch. So now I am having a plan. I am having a giganticus plan for getting rid of every single child in the whole of Inkland. The witches gasped. Oh, they gaped. Oh, they turned and gave each other ghoulish grins of excitement. Ha 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 ha. Yes, thundered the Grand High Witch. We shall swish them and swallow them, and we shall make to disappear every single smelly little brat in Inkland in one stroke. Whoopee! Cried the witches, clapping their hands. You are brilliant! Oh, your grandness! You are fantabulous! Shut up and listen, snapped the Grand High Witch. Listen very carefully. and let us not be having any muck-ups." The audience leaned forward, eager to learn how this magic was going to be performed. "Each and every one of you," thundered the Grand High Witch, "is to go back to your room, go back to your hometowns immediately, and resign from your jobs. Resign! Give notice! Retire!" "We will!" they cried. "We will resign from our jobs." "And after you have resigned from your jobs," the Grand High Witch went on, "each and every one of you will be going out, and you will be buying—" She paused. "What will we be buying?" they cried. "Tell us, oh brilliant one, what is it we shall be buying?" "Sweet shops!" shouted the Grand High Witch. "Sweet shops!" they cried. "We are going to buy sweet shops! What a frumptuous wheeze! Each of you will be buying for herself a sweet shop. You will be buying the very best and most respectable sweet shops in Inkland." "We will, they answered. Their dreadful voices were like a chorus of dentists' drills all grinding away together. I am wanting no two-penny, halfpenny, crummy little tobacco-selling newspaper sweet shops," shouted the Grand High Witch. "I am wanting you to get only the very best shops filled up high with piles and piles of luscious sweets and tasty chalks." "The best!" they cried. "We shall buy the best sweet shops in town." "You will be having no trouble in getting what you want," shouted the Grand High Witch, "because you will be offering 4 times as much as a shop is worth, and nobody is refusing an offer like that. Money is not a problem to us witches, as you know very well. I have brought with me 6 trunks stuffed full of English banknotes, all new and crisp, and all of them," she added with a fiendish leer, "all of them homemade." The witches in the audience grinned, appreciating this joke. At that point, one foolish witch got so excited at the possibilities presented by owning a sweet shop that she leapt to her feet and shouted, "The children will come flocking to my shop, and I will feed them poisoned sweets and poisoned chalks and wipe them all out like weasels." And there's the witch who spoke out. Is she gonna get in trouble for calling out? The room became suddenly silent. I saw the tiny body of the Grand High Witch stiffen and then go rigid with rage. "Who spoke?" she shrieked. "It was you! You over there!" The culprit sat down fast and covered her face with her clawed hands. "You blithering bumpkin!" screeched the Grand High Witch. "You brainless bog-vumper! Are you not realizing that if you are going round poisoning little children, you will be caught in 5 minutes flat? Never in my life am I hearing such a bosh-walloping suggestion coming from a witch." The entire audience cowered and shook. I'm quite sure they all thought, as I did, that the terrible white-hot sparks were about to start flying again. Curiously enough, they didn't. "If such a tom-fiddling idea is all you can be coming up with," thundered the Grand High Witch, "then it is no wonder Inkland is still swarming with rotten little children." There was another silence. The Grand High Witch glared at the witches in the audience. "Do you know," she shouted at them, "that we witches are working only with magic?" "We know, your grandness," they all answered. "Of course we know." The Grand High Witch grated her bony gloved hands against each other and shouted, "So Each of you is owning a magnificent sweet shop. The next move is that each of you will be announcing in the window of your shop that on a certain day you will be having a great gala opening with free sweets and chocks to every child. That will bring them in, the greedy little brutes, cried the audience. They'll be fighting to get through the doors. Next, continued the Grand High Witch, you will prepare yourselves for this great gala opening by filling every chalk and every sweet in your shop with my very latest and greatest magic formula. This is known as Formula 86 Delayed Action Mouse Maker. And on that note, I'm going to pause and, I just want to keep reading, but alas, we must be patient. So, bye-bye, kitties.